What is the price of milk? What is the real price of milk? One day I discovered the reality of dairy, which really was confronting for me. Bobby calf refers to a newborn calf from a dairy cow where they are removed at birth so the consumers can have all the milk. And those bobby calves are then kept alive for 5 days and sent to slaughter. There was no way I could continue consuming dairy like that. I looked everywhere, organic, biodynamic. There was no one doing it because consumers want cheap milk. So I guess I went that next crazy step and thought, the girl from the city never milked a cow. Why don't I become a dairy farmer and become that change? I was really clear about the things that I would not negotiate on. And one of them was that when the calves were born, they would stay with their mums and the calves would always be fed first. A newborn calf consumes 3 to 5 litres of milk a day. Our cows generally will sit around the 15 litres a day. So there is absolutely plenty of milk to go around to share with the calves. When you look back at how dairying started, we're actually not doing anything that's that new. The connections that farmers used to have with their cows were very genuine. Originally they milked them by hand, so if you were mean to a cow, she's not going to be standing still and letting you milk her. So we took all of those really positive elements of farming and we adapted that into the modern world of dairying, combining traditional animal husbandry with modern technology. When people are trying to understand what is how now, I always use the free-range egg comparison. Most people used to consume caged eggs. Now we've gone from caged to barn to free-range, and now it's how many hens per acre. I think the same way about milk. Why can't we create a new standard where they are outside, they are free-ranging, they keep their babies with them, and we can all be happy that nothing was handled brutally or unethically?
You don't realise how much you're upsetting your cows by taking the calves until you don't take the calves. Everything a farmer is doing is trying to mimic the mother in order to care for the calf. The best way to mimic the mother is to let the mother do it if you possibly can. The way the dairy industry has been set up, farmers have to cut every corner they can to make ends meet. Kathy having access to the people who care enough to pay what is needed that the farmers can afford to farm ethically is the connection.
As opposed to mainstream companies, we just don't tamper with the milk. The milk is the milk. We are milking one day, pasteurising, not homogenising, leaving all the goodness intact, and bottling the milk the next day, which means that it's sitting on the shelves for consumers 3 days later. The kind of person who consumes How Now is someone that looks for provenance, not just what's the price of my milk, but what's the real price of my milk. I want people to know that they can go into a store with absolute confidence, pick up a How Now product of milk or cheese and know this is the most ethically produced dairy available. Full stop.